Well, guys, I have a feeling that today's video should be titled How Not to Handle a Midlife Menopausal Autistic Meltdown, but we're going to roll with it because I have been in meltdown on the verge of shutdown all day long. I haven't spoken until now, but I know that in order to bring myself out of this, I need to speak. So that is today's video, and if you want to hang out, I'd appreciate it. And if we've never met and this is your first time meeting me, I'm sorry, but my name is Heather, and I'm a late diagnosed autistic and ADHD human who makes videos about her life experience. And today, my life experience is loading on really bad carbs, caffeine, and talking through a meltdown, because that's where we're at right now. So join me for this, and if you enjoy, I'd really like it if you subscribed. Because my channel growth is slow, and I understand why, and I'm cool with that. But if you like this kind of content, you should consider sticking around for another one. So I guess we should start with the why of the meltdown today, because it's a confluence of things. It has multiple causes. One, I have been carrying a migraine. This is day 3 now, and whenever I don't feel good, my tolerance for emotional things is much lower. And yesterday was a very stressful, very chaotic, very out of my routine day, where I had to take one of my puppies to get neutered, and I had to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I got to work at 7:45 in the morning and had to leave early to go get him, and then all the special treatment and the medications and the yada yada yada. So those things have led to today's meltdown, but there was an instance this morning that kind of caused it all to just overflow. So if you're not new here and you've been with me through the chaos of the past couple of months, you know, and for those of you that don't, I'll catch you up real quick, that I came to a point of complete breakdown. We'll call it, see, my brain's not even working. Words are hard. Okay, call it a nervous breakdown, call it an autistic burnout, call it what you will. I reached a point where I could not keep going the way I was going, and I had an appointment with my psychiatrist, who encouraged me to take some time off, let my nervous system get a break. There was a lot of stuff going on at work, a lot of pressure with work, and I was worried about getting fired. And so at my doctor's behest, I took a couple weeks off. It did help. I did get a reset through that, and I do have a video about the reset, and I'll link a couple of those things down there if you want to catch up. But long story short, I guess, what do they say? How does that saying go? My chickens came home to roost today, as far as how that is impacting me after the fact. So theoretically, those 2 weeks of leave were to have been covered by the Federal Medical Leave Act, FMLA, which is in place for various conditions, health and mental health related, that you may have to miss work for. It can often cover people that are pregnant, yada, yada, yada. But it does involve some paperwork. So that was first issue today. It's been over a month since I submitted the paperwork to my doctor's office. It has been 3 appointments with her since I submitted that paperwork, and the paperwork has still not been completed nor sent to my place of employment. What does that mean for me? My job is further in jeopardy now, because I have missed more time than was allotted to me for a medical reason, which I did provide a note for, to return to work and to leave work. But without that FMLA paperwork, I am not protected for any further absences due to this issue, which I'm sure there will be. And I could lose my job. So I've been fighting with my doctor's office. I mean, literally fighting, arguing with people on the phone over and over again who keep calling me and asking me for the paperwork that I've already turned in for weeks now. And still, nothing is complete. Oh yeah, and because my doctor is a telehealth doctor and there's no office local that I could just, storm into and Karen it up, I have to send messages through a portal and send emails and call, and I hate every one of those things. I'm sorry, that was gross. I don't like to chew on camera. But all that aside, I have been going to work. I'm doing better physically for the most part, other than the headache and the changes to the schedule, and I've been staying regulated and changing a few things and really generally doing better. But my first paycheck after returning was nothing. It was garbage because, I had missed 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a day to be exact. And they had deducted 50 hours from my last paycheck. So tomorrow is payday yet again. And I checked on my payroll app to find out that I have been docked another 56 hours. Folks, the math's not mathin'. I work a 40-hour work week. I missed 2 weeks and 1 day. That adds up to 88 hours. I've been docked for 107, and none of my paid time off was applied. What does that mean for me? That means I can't pay my mortgage again because my paycheck is short. I probably can't even pay my cell phone bill or my light bill because of said shortage of the paycheck. So, and oh wait, I forgot there's more seasoning to add to this shit sundae. In addition to all of the current actual stressors happening right now today, I have to perform a wedding for my stepdaughter this weekend that I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to say or do. There's been zero rehearsal, zero preparation, no talk between her and I other than for her to ask me to do it. Yes, I am an ordained minister and I have married people before, but usually it's with several months preparation and a rehearsal and some indication of, what they would like said. I've got none of that. I've got nothing to go on. And if you know anything about autism, you know that surprises like that and having to get up in front of people and just speak off the cuff, not fun. Not at all. So in addition to the underlying stress of money, bills that are not getting paid, angry notices from my mortgage company, I have a pending, I'll just say a pending moment of doom that's coming up for me this weekend. And I just am completely at the end of my rope again. And it's just like, wow, here's this cycle of completely crash out, get a little bit better, and then crash the fuck out again as soon as something happens. And I mean, granted, to be fair, it's not just one something, it's multiple somethings. But I just want to be resilient. I want my estrogen back. I want all my good hormones back. I want to be able to handle things that happen in my life. I don't want to melt down and cry every time something upsetting happens. I don't want to not be capable of paying my bills, not simply for the reason of the paycheck shortage, but because I just really literally cannot sit down and pay a bill these days. I can't. I can't. You guys, I just don't know how much more of this I can take. And that is exactly where I was before I took this leave that I'm now having to fight to get paid for and fight to have people fill out paperwork for, and all of these things that are just draining any little bit of resiliency that I had built. It's all gone now. I was at the point when I took this break that I really felt like I just can't do this anymore. I can't do this whole life thing anymore. There seems no purpose to it. It is too much. It's a constant struggle every day. Get up, fight, fight, fight. And now because I took that break, I'm fighting even more. And no, clearly it's not funny. I'm laughing at the absurdity of it all because above all else, life is an absurd fucking performance, is it not? Pardon my language. YouTube will probably kick me off, but who cares? Nobody watches my videos anyway, and they're not monetized, so I can pretty much say whatever I want. Lucky you. I will say, a little bit of carbs and a little bit of caffeine definitely does make you feel better. Carbs are quick energy, by the way, and caffeine really helps with migraines. So that's why we reach for things like that when we are stressed out. Quick carbs, easy things, processed food that's not really good for us. Because it makes us feel better fast. And sometimes that's necessary and important. So guys, I don't know what I'm going to do about the money, about the job, about how this is going to make my belly swell up to infinity and beyond. About the feeling of just wanting to give up and be done with fighting all the time because there's nothing bright on the horizon. I don't know what to do about any of that, but I will tell you that in this very moment, you guys have helped me a lot. If it wasn't for this, I probably wouldn't have spoken for the rest of the day. And I probably would have been very angry and very tired, and I would have went home and crashed as soon as I could. So, whether you know it or not, you out there in YouTube land, you helped your girl out today. So thank you for joining me for this very informative example of how not to handle an autistic meltdown. At least I'm not crying this time, right? Is this how teenage boys feel all the time? Angry? You just want to punch a wall? Because, damn guys, I'm sorry for you. And remember, if you did enjoy this all too real look at what life actually looks like behind the scenes for somebody with autism and ADHD and the chaos that is my life, please don't forget to subscribe and like and comment, because I love you guys and you really do help me, and I really like our chats and I really love your comments and I read every one of them. So thank you for listening. Thanks for helping me today. I appreciate you. Love you.